Hey guys, Will Pittman MD here. Oftentimes we get too busy in our lives and it's hard to fit in a 30 to 60 minute workout. Regardless of any of that, it is still very important that we move our bones, our joints, and our muscles throughout the day just to make sure we keep things lubricated. The same way as if a car is never driven, over time it gets stiff and hard to work in the ways that it should. And our bodies are no different from that. Remember, a tight body leads to a tight, restrictive mind, and vice versa. So, when I'm short on time, I like to do this 5-minute joint mobility routine. I start at the top of my head and work down to the bottom of my toes, trying to make sure I move each of my joints in as many ways as possible in about a 5-minute span. I'll link in the description below the YouTuber that I got this idea from. He calls them 5-minute flows, but I think it's a great way that if you have no other time during the day, at least you get some movement done in your body. So we'll start on our neck. Our neck is very mobile and can go through a lot of range of motion. So we're going to try to work through all of those as best we can. It's important to remember that as you're moving through all of these different joints, we're not going for pain. We're just going for things to feel loose and limber. Our shoulders are another area of our bodies that can reach and do many different movements. However, if we don't ever exercise these range of motion, we lose them over time. Then, in an emergency or an urgent situation when we need to move, our bodies aren't ready to perform in the ways that they can, as long as we do this basic body maintenance. All of our joints are made to bend and move to aid our bodies in a wide variety of activities throughout the day. So not just athletes, but moms, dads, anybody and everybody can benefit from doing this. Squeezing our hands, opening wide, making sure we're moving around, shaking out our hands and wrists. Our thoracic spine, a lot of times from sitting using computers, gets really hunched over here. So it's a good time to work on that range of motion of just trying to move our thoracic spine. And then pushing our rib cage out side to side, letting breathing do its natural mechanisms and our diaphragm be open to take good, big, deep breaths. Remember, we're not reaching for pain. We're just working through our natural range of motion, and over time, this will get better and better. Now as we move down into our hips, this is the other part of our body that's very mobile. But again, from sitting most of the day, our hips and psoas muscles can get very tight. It's always helpful to have something else to hold on to while we're doing these. But can be good balance training as well. We want to make sure we're being creative. There are many other ways to move our joints than what I'm doing here. This is just a simple flow through to make sure that we stay as loose and as limber as we can. Moving our knees in and out. Full range, squatting down. And then finally working on our ankles, twisting in and out, going up on our toes and down, trying to move our individual toes, wiggling them, making sure they are as free and as limber as our fingers. And then stretching our calves and the tops of our feet, our anterior tibialis, our shin muscles. And that's it. So taking 3 to 4 minutes to work through your body to at least move your joints 1 to 2 times a day is a great way to add fitness in and also break up a work day throughout whatever you're doing during the day. Thanks.